All right, we're live. Welcome in, everyone. Today we are building this PC here, putting together all these parts. So first thing we got to do, get our case out. Let's get this bad boy out and see what it looks like. Who all do we have in chat today? I see Bill, and we got Sass, Alone Shark. It looks like there's a Hornist. Welcome in. Thanks for watching. All right. Got it out of the box there. So the case I went with is the NZXT H1. It is a case for, is a small build case. So it uses an ITX motherboard. There we go. Rather than the standard large tower ATX motherboard. Oh, the Dinklage is in. Welcome, Dinklage. All right. Shiny new case. It's got window, so you can see inside. Some vents on the sides, on the back. We got power button, USB, headphone port. Two USBs, we got USB-C, and then on the bottom we've got our power supply. I don't know if you can see it in there. There you go. There's the good stuff. So that's where we're going to put everything in. The parts that we have. Let's go with the first thing everyone wants to know is what graphics card you got. We got ourselves an AMD Radeon RX 6700 XT. These things just came out this year, and they're impossible to get unless you know someone who is amazing. We're going to put all of this onto my Asus Strix X570i motherboard. The X570 is the chipset, so it's a super fast chipset we got. Latest and greatest tech here. This is going to be my PC, Bill. Charlotte's already got a PC. It's the one I'm streaming from. All right, and our processor, we got the Ryzen, what is this, the 5600X Ryzen 5. And some more boring stuff. We got a 1 terabyte NVMe M.2 hard drive and some RAM. Went with 16 gigs, 2 8 gig sticks. All right. So first thing, let's go ahead and open up this case. All right. All right, first thing it wants us to do, looks like here's pull to remove front glass panel. So we'll do that. There we go. Just snaps right off. All right, step one complete. Step 2 looked like it was on the back side. Pull this panel. Alright, so these panels just snap off. Pretty easy and convenient to get to. Thanks for the compliments on the camera work there. Alright, so we got all sorts of cables in here that we'll use to hook this thing up. Let's see what we've got. See if I can get this zoomed out a little bit more. Well, let's just deal with it the way we've got it. Alright, we've got some USB cables. These will attach to the motherboard. We've got the front panel, some audio. That's our USB 3 cable. Alright. Let's go ahead and go with this step 3 here. Slide this cover up off the frame. Alright. Nice and easy. No screws. That's pretty awesome. There we go. So I got the whole skeleton open here for you. If you can get a better shot here. There we go. So there it is, all sides open. Got our big fan here. We got ourselves a cardboard box here. Got some cool stuff in there. More cables, looks like. So first thing I want to do probably is get that motherboard on here. Alright, we've got another instruction here. Got a lift there to release. So I guess I'll lift there. Alright, got it off. Man, this thing is awesome. It just, everything snaps in place. Alright, we got a bunch of wires in there. So this is all power supply. Gives juice to all the parts. Alright. Looks like we got a piece of styrofoam in here where our motherboard is going to go. And on the front of this thing, right here, this is the radiator fins for the all-in-one cooler. So it's a water-cooled CPU fan, basically. Alright, let me get this. Let's see. Do not fold or crimp tubes. Man, that sounds painful. Man. Are there any more instructions on this thing and how to get it out? I think that's our next step. It's getting in there. Let's see what we got in this box. Set this aside for a minute. I bet this box has like instructions or something. You got some zip ties and a splitter for your headset. What else? There's the instruction book. So don't need that. We know how to put everything together. Just throw that away real quick. Power cable. Doesn't really work without that. It's important. We've got this mount for the CPU fan. Some other mounts, some screws. So that's all that was in that box. Okay, so let's actually take a look at these instructions here. So we did these first steps. Got the panels off, took the side off. There we go. Okay, so motherboard installation. Looks like we've got a fan here that's got to come off. So that is on the front side. Let's lay it down here. Oh, yeah, there's the instructions I was looking for. So, right here, got a couple screws to take out. So, get our screwdriver here, just a Phillips head. This Phillips head comes with like a magnetized tip, which just the tip is magnetized, but it's helpful for when screws get loose. You can pick them up in tight spaces and you don't have to like shake them out. All right, so looks like the arrow points at this screw. Let's start there. See, magnetized tip works great. Get this other screw here. So this is the radiator for the all-in-one cooler that we're taking off. It looks like it'll just slide right out, probably. Oh, it hinges up. Nice. Okay, there we go. So it's just some styrofoam packing in there for the all-in-one cooler. And then this will attach straight to the CPU and keep it nice and cool. And you can see our fan on the back side of the radiator. If you want to let Finkel out, I guess you can. Just don't let R2 out. Okay. So get this out of the way. And here, get this piece of styrofoam out. That's what I wanted to do. All right, and then you'll see we have our riser cable for the video card here. If you can see, this will plug into our PCI express slot here, where the video card would normally plug in on the motherboard, and then that moves the video card to then plugging in here, so that the video card will run vertically in the case from here, rather than running, I don't know how to describe it, but how a video card normally would in a PC. So it allows us to compress the case a little bit more. All right, so I think I'm ready to put this motherboard in. See if there's any steps in here that it wants me to do. No, and it just wants me to put in that motherboard. So, let's get to it. Alright, got the motherboard here. Again, that's our Republic of Gamers is what that ROG is. What's going on in chat here? Do you lose any performance? I don't know. There's no performance lost. I mean, it's just more, I mean, it's just cables connecting the same, you know, connectors up. So, I don't know, a little more wire, but like that's, I mean, it's moving at the speed of light. It's not gonna add any latency or anything. All right, so we got our motherboard. It's in its static static electricity protective plastic here. Let me just toss that to the side. You can see my cute little motherboard. Let's get a better shot of that. There you go. Nice and small. Nothing extra. It's got everything you need right there. So we've got our power to the motherboard there. We've got our power to the CPU. You know, CPU is going to plug in here. We've got, here is a heat sink. This is where our hard drive, our solid state drive, is going to plug in right there underneath that heat sink. 2 RAM ports. And then we've got serial ATA ports, which I won't be using. Some other things to plug into. Can be helpful to look at the book for the motherboard so you know what all to plug in where. The motherboard generally comes with some text written on the board. I don't know if you can see any of it, but there's a little text there. It's hard to read sometimes, and it's hard to find exactly what you want to plug into. That's all the important stuff on the motherboard. And then we can look at the back side. Back side of this board has all of the USB ports. We've got our audio ports. These have light up LEDs. So they light up the regular blue, green, and red, or pink. We got a heat sink here. Provides more cooling. There's a little fan here. I don't know if you can see it a little bit. Pretty cool little board. Yeah, I guess these 2 ports, that's our Wi-Fi and Bluetooth. And then of course you got your Ethernet. You got your display ports that you don't use because you have a video card, so why would you use those? All right, let's switch back our view here. And this is going to lay in just this way, the way I've got it. So what is the best way to get it in there? Let's go this way. Just like that. And we're going to hit these 2 screw holes. And that's where we're going to mount to. Oh, this case is awesome. We've got a little Velcro here to that holds back our cables. That's cool. Cable management is always kind of important for airflow. People like to get crazy with it and you know, get those cables out of the way. So we need some screws. Let's see what screws they provided us. Let's see. I don't guess we have any screws in the case. So it'll be in this motherboard box here. All right, get rid of that. here's our little book. Tells us everything we need to know about the case. We've got a coupon in here. It's got a code on the other side. I won't show you that. I don't want you stealing my coupon. Just a CD. I don't even have an optical drive, so this is useless. And then everything else in here just, tells you what you need to know about the board and where everything is. We got some cables. We've got, this is the antenna for the Wi-Fi and I think the Bluetooth. Some serial ATA cables. Won't be using those since we're not using serial ATA hard drive. More zip ties. People love their zip ties. This is LED power. So if we got cool LEDs that we want to light up, this will give them power. Another serial ATA cable. And there's a couple screws. I don't see any other screws. So, oh, and this is the back plate for the motherboard. I could go ahead and pop that in there. That doesn't seem like a bad idea. Man, this has got lots of crinkle. I hope that's alright with y'all. Alright. Take that off. Alright, so here's our back plate. That's going to go on the bottom of the case. So let me go ahead and put that in so it is out of the way before trying to get this motherboard in place. Now this will just snap in. I'll snap in into the back. I don't know if you can really see that. So I think we've got everything out of here. Oh, no, I missed something. We've got stickers. Everyone knows. Let's see, let's get a bigger view of this. There we go. All the stickers. Everyone knows stickers make your computer run faster. Put them all over your case and you're guaranteed to get at least 20 frames per second probably when you're playing. All right, let's get this box out of here. All right, let's get back to where we were. All right, so I'm taking this to the webcam. I know I just went off of it, but there we go. There's back of the case, and that's where we're gonna snap in this this back plate. Uh-oh. Earthquake. Alright, let me pull out the motherboard real quick. Alright, back plate. We got, that's the way it's oriented on the motherboard, and we'll just pop it in right here. Alright, easy, it's done. There it is. Alright, so I can put this motherboard back in. Let's get it oriented right. So it'll slide in. And put all of the ports in the holes. Get it nice and snug. And I've got some spare screws from previous builds. I guess I'll have to use because I just don't see any screws. But I've got a bag of screws here, so I can use some of these. Some other screws. I don't think I got any screws from the case. We got this. Maybe I'll open this bag. Alright, so we've got this back plate, or this plate for the CPU cooler. This one's for the all-in-one cooler. And then we've got all of these screws. Some of them look like they might attach the motherboard. Let's see what the instruction book says. Alright. Alright, so we got screws. We got 4 screws, and it's saying to use those. So let's find those in the bag. Alright, we won't use these old screws. Check out these new screws. Okay, so I got these little tiny screws. I don't think those are them, but maybe they are. There's 4 of them, so that might be exactly what we're supposed to use. All right, let's see if it works. Just gotta find that screwdriver. Got the screwdriver. All right. Coming right here. You can see that's the hole we're going for. So pick up my screw with my magnetic tip. And here we go. Oops, let me get off. Let me go for this screw first. I'm not sure what's going on in the chat. It sounds like some discussion of TikTok. Alright. Is this screw working? Nope, that's not the right size screw. Man, where? Alright. What'd I do with the bag that has the screws? It's not that bag. Not that bag. It's not that. See, maybe it's this bag. We've got 4 screws in here. All right, thanks for checking in, Hornus. We'll see you when you come back. All right, so that's our splitter, some zip ties. This looks like our power LED. So this is for the front panel stuff. We've got our HD, or our hard drive, LED. We've got the power switch, and then we've got the power switch LEDs there. So this will plug right into the motherboard. This is probably important. I don't know what it is, but it looks important. And I think these are the screws I was looking for. Let's test them out. If they're not the screws I was looking for, then I have to go to my old screws. All right, got my screw loaded up, and I'm going for this. I don't know if you can see it here, but going for this screw right here. All right, got it in the hole, maybe. Nope, not quite. Push it in. Aim for the hole. There we go. That's screwing. All right, we got that screwed in. All right, so just 3 more of those. All right, gonna go for the back screw here. Okay, got that in place. Get our final 2 screws. All right. I'm glad these were the screws and I didn't have to find some somewhere else. Oh, lost it. But magnetic tip brings it back. Get this screwed down tight. Doesn't have to be super tight or anything. All right, now our motherboard is in place. Now we just got to connect everything. See what this suggests connecting first. So we got the motherboard in. Now it wants that video card right there. So let's do it. All right, so we've got our riser cable here on the side. Take off our protective plastic cover, and that baby is just going to slide in. Right here, we got a little lever here. Make sure that's in the down position because that'll lock it in. And just press that in, locked in. All right, video card is good to go. So our riser card is installed. I'm not trying to say dirty things, it just happens. Okay. So, let's turn this thing 90 degrees. Get our cables here out of the way. Don't want to damage them. Get well, here, let's just go ahead and plug this in here. So what we got here on this corner, you can see, there we go. We've got our power for the CPU. So I'll just go ahead and plug these, see, CPU power right there. I'll go ahead and plug these into our CPU power port on the motherboard. There we go. Now, older CPUs only required 4 pins, and we're using 8 pins, more power. You can insert Tim Allen grunts or something right there. All right, get cables out of the way and rotate this guy over. Okay. So now we're looking at where our video card will plug in right here. It's got a little latch here, keeps it snapped in. Let's get this bad boy out. Here we go. That's the thing you can't get. They do not exist. Right there. You cannot get video cards because people like mining for fake money that people say is worth something. So, and scalpers that like to, they don't want it. They just want to make money off of it and be a third party and be a pain in the ass to everyone. Yeah, you should be jealous. If you pay a loan shark, I don't know what it would take. She went through a lot of anguish trying to get this. It'd probably take like $50,000 or something. She might get you one, but then like that's so much more than the card costs. So probably worth it just to do it on your own. Oh, you'll get paid later. Wink. And here we go. Let's get back to putting this thing in. Let's see, is there, yeah, here we go. Got a little sticker here. Open up. I don't know. Put them in the stairs. I don't know what to tell you. Okay, got this open. And just slide this out real careful. We don't want to break it or damage it at all because you cannot get these. Let's get a reveal here. Slide that over. Uh-oh. Lost a screw. Alright, we're back. Here we go. Right there. Ultimate 1440p gaming. 12 gigabytes memory. PCIe 4.0 ready. Oh, there it is. Look at that. Beautiful. Look at that. Look at how reflective it is. You can see the camera in the chrome. All right. Let's pull this out. And that's just going to slide in. Real nice. Right here. Oh. First, we got a couple screws here. Let's go ahead and loosen these up. Let's get this back centered up here. All right, we got these two screws here. Those are gonna hold our video card in place. All right, there's one. This other thumb screw is up there. It's a little tight. I got it off. There we go. Now we can put the video card in. Man, no frills in this box. All business here. Man, look at this thing. It's beautiful. Look at that. Very nice. Oh, gotta take this little piece of plastic off. There you go. Expose our pins. And slide it in. Oh, just like that. There we go. Nice and easy. Alright, I think I got it in all the way. And we can put our screws back in here. And this one screw does not like to turn. Let's get this other one in. Yeah, this one goes in just fine. The nice thing about thumb screws is that you can just turn them by hand, but need a little more torque. I'm gonna go for the screwdriver. Alright. There we go. And that bad boy is good to go. Alright, we just gotta hook up some power here. Oh, another cool thing I just noticed. We've got on our power supply here. It is all modular, so that means we can take out any of these cables that we are not using. And there's definitely cables we won't be using here. All of these hard drive power cables, don't need those. Let's go ahead and take that out. Right. Don't need that one. Take that zip tie off. Set that aside. Any other cables here? Now we got our PCI Express cable. That's gonna power up our GPU. So we need that one. That one's important. Let's go ahead and plug that in. So we go in right here. So we got 14 pins. We'll get 8 pins taken care of with this. If they go in the hole, man. There we go. Got it in. And we need 6 more pins. So we won't need these 2 pins, but we'll use these 6. And that'll plug in right there. Very nice. What other cables do we have? Looks like we've got the CPU, and then we've got motherboard. So the rest of these cables we'll use. I haven't plugged in the motherboard power yet, but I can do that. Video cards installed. That was it. Real easy. All right. I think we're done on that side, so I'm going to flip it back over here. All right. We got it flipped back up here. Okay, get these cables out of the way for the time being. All right. Get these cables. These will end up plugging into the motherboard. I'm going to set them aside for now. And here is our motherboard power. We can just go ahead and turn this like this, and we'll plug in. Oh, just like that. Real easy. And okay, so yeah, so we got this Velcro here is holding back motherboard power and CPU power. All good to go there. Let's see. Let's go ahead and put in our solid state drive. Get out. I think I might need a smaller screwdriver for these screws. These are pretty tiny. Let's see if this works. No, that's not gonna do it. So I got a smaller Phillips head here. Let's try it out. All right, smaller Phillips head. I think that one's too small, actually. Let's go one size bigger. All right, one size bigger. All right, that'll do it. I don't have magnetic tips on these, so gotta be careful. This long screw. And then we got a short screw on this side. Let's see if get that in frame better there. Alright. And pull it out. And there we go. There's a heat sink, and I'm guessing this is a little temperature reading or something that plugs in there. So this is a little adhesive that'll stick to the back of the solid state drive. Let's go ahead and get that out. Got it here. All right, so I've got the Samsung 980 Pro for my solid state drive, 1 terabyte, 7,000. There we go, 7,000 megabit per second read speeds, I believe. Let's crack it open here. Now, it's amazing. These things are tiny. Look at that. It's absolutely like itty bitty. Like my finger, it's just that long. Okay. There it is. It just let's see, I got a screw here I need to take out first. This little screw right here will keep it in place. Let's see if I can. There we go. Alright. Get out my magnetic tip and get that screw. Alright, don't want to lose that. That is a tiny screw. And then slide it in right there. And then it sticks up and kind of bounces a little bit. Then we can put our itty bitty screw back in there. Alright, that wasn't too bad. And that's not going anywhere. We're going to put the heatsink on top of it, so it better not go anywhere. Alright, peel off the little film there. And we'll just stick that right on top. Line up our pins. the screw holes. See if we can snap that in there. I think that's got it. Only one way to find out. Let's put our screws back in and see if they work. So you talking about the way the video card goes in there, Dinklage? Yeah. All right, nice and tight. Now let's get this other side tightened down. I guess that was the screw that went in there. All right, hard drive installed. Just that simple. Let's see, let's get the, there we go. So y'all can see. All right, hard drive installed. Let's get that RAM, and that's just gonna be easy. Little 2 snaps, slot that in. So our RAM here. There we go. We got the DDR4, some G-Skill rip jaws, Series 5. So it's again 2 8GB sticks for a total of 16 gigabytes of RAM. So nothing too showy, just, you know, black heat sinks. RAM, I don't know. RAM does its job, and that's all you really need it to do. Here we go, sticker. Probably get, it's a small sticker, so probably only 2 frames per second off of that. I can pop this other stick out. It's a little more difficult for some reason. All right, got it out. So there we go. We got 2 sticks, and they will just go in side by side. Well, second thought. Let's wait a minute on that. We got some cables to plug in here, and those are going to be more difficult to plug in if we got some RAM in the way. So those cables. Let's get the book out for the motherboard. Wherever I put that. All right, there it is. Motherboard book. All right, so that's what we're looking at here. Let's see what the motherboard book has to say about where ports are. So, just make sure we put everything in the right spot. See, here's some little diagrams we've got. So, yeah, put it upside right there for you. We've got the front panel, audio connector, serial ATA connectors. Won't be connecting those, so no big deal there. And we got our power connector. So that's our power. We already got that plugged in. And there's our USB 3.2 slot. USB 2.0 there. And there's our RGB header there for if we've got some RGB LED strips. We've got heat sink cover LED connector. Thermal sensors. There's our fan and pump connector, so that's going to be our CPU fan and the all-in-one pump. And here we go, front panel. So we got speaker, connect, and then our power LED with the power button, reset switch, and the hard drive LED. So that's what I'm looking for mostly, is just where those pins align. So I've got this backwards. Let me turn the book around and look at it upside down. And what do we got? This is our front panel. Oh, well, they've got this easy peasy. All right, so it's all ready together, so we don't really need to know what order things go in. We can just plug this in. Should be able to just plug it in right there. Yeah. All right, so there's our front panel, cables connected, and we've got our HD audio. That'll go somewhere. Am I missing any cables? Doesn't look like it. Okay. And we got the USB 3.2 cable. Go ahead and plug that in right here. Okay. HD audio, I'm not sure where that plugs in at. See what the book says. Might not have HD audio to plug in. Now we've got our speaker. Let's see what cables we got here. This is our LED cable. I can go ahead and plug that in maybe. Don't need the serial ATA cable. Let's clean up a little bit here. Set these aside. Throw out the plastic. Empty these bags. Little screw. Don't need that. Don't need that plastic. Oh, I'll get on these cables. Don't worry. I just want to see where everything goes and then get to the cables. You know, you don't want to like spend all your time organizing cables and then figure out like, oh, you got something in the wrong place and then you got to redo it. So once I get it all in a good place, I'll get back to that. Okay. I'm not sure why they gave us this front panel cable here, because it looks like it just plugged in no problem. So I don't think we need that. Yeah, the good part is that they've done most of the cable management for me. You know, Like they routed our CPU power. It's got zip tied here. We got the Velcro ties here. On the backside here, like here, these cables aren't affecting any airflow, so that's all good. If I need to, I can stuff some cables where the solid state drives would go, since I don't have any. All right. What's this cable for? Oh, open it up and find out. So we got another front panel cable. I don't know why I need two when I don't need one, but I guess for different motherboard layouts or something. Alright, don't need that. Don't need that. Extra plastic, get rid of that. Alright. Put our zip ties back in the zip tie bag. Man, we're already an hour in. Thanks for staying tuned. I don't think it'll be too much longer. Really, it's just putting in the RAM, hooking up our processor, and attaching our all-in-one cooler, and then we'll be done. Then it'll just be, you know, installing Windows and praying it boots up. See, I'm not sure what this cable is. I'm gonna put this cap back on and hide it away. So I guess these cables were in this Velcro side, so I'll put it back there, nice and easy. I feel like I'm missing a USB cable. Maybe this is what this HD audio, no, it doesn't go there. I feel like our front panel USB, we've got the 3.2, maybe that's all the ports. But that speaker should plug in somewhere, unless I just don't have audio on the front. Let's get this one cable out of the way here. Hopefully it's not famous last words, Dinklage. Hopefully we have no issues and be up and running within the hour. Reattach this cable to the side here. Keep it out of the way. If I can thread our Velcro back. There we go. Got that tucked away. Let's throw their Velcro here. There we go. Nice and tight. Tuck that away. Get some Velcro ASMR, I guess, going on here. And push this cable down and out of the way. There. I like that. Okay, so we still got this HD audio cable. It'll either get tucked out of the way or plugged in. But I'm just not sure where it goes. I don't see a place for it. So we got our speaker plug here. We got two SATA ports, there, and then we've got this USB 2.0 port. Let's see what those two pins are for. So those pins, there's a temperature sensor and maybe just a temperature sensor. Okay, won't worry about it. Next thing to hook up, we've got our fan for the CPU all-in-one, and we've got power for the pump. Let's see what the instructions say here on hooking those up. Okay, so the one cable I wasn't sure about right here, that was our USB-C in the top. So here's what our extra cables are for. So if you have an Intel motherboard, then that's what that front panel cable is for, and then we've got a non-Intel standard front panel header. So I guess I could check and make sure that those pins all line up properly. I think they should. Hopefully I haven't screwed everything up while trying to connect our back plate on the back of the motherboard. Hopefully it lines up with what we've got going on. Be right here. Looks like everything's good so far. Alright, so we got okay. Just go ahead and hook this up. Where's our book at? Well, let's see if we got text here. We got CPU fan. Another fan. So CPU fan would be this guy right here. We'll plug it in. just like that. Those pins there. And then our all-in-one plug it in. Right here. There we go. So I got power to our CPU cooler. Very important stuff. You don't want to fry your CPU. Go ahead and put our RAM in. RAM only goes one way, so if it doesn't fit one way, it goes the other. Let's try it this way first. Nope. So it's this way. Had a 50-50 shot, got it wrong. If we got it in the slot, it'll just snap right in. There we go. Put our other stick right beside. Snaps right in. Okay. Lift our little lever here for our CPU. Go ahead and get that bad boy out. We got our Ryzen Series 5 5600X Zen 3 architecture. And it's all this box for just that little chip. But they put a heat sink in here for you. And that's what takes up most of the box, this heat sink. We won't be using it because we have our all-in-one cooler. Alright. Also, another sticker for an extra 2 FPS. And get this out of the plastic. And our CPU only goes in one way. You can see it's a little triangle. I don't know. Let's see. You can see the gold triangle. It's hard to see, man. Zoom in there. Well, you can't see it, but there's a gold triangle right there. It's very tiny. But it lines up with our triangle right here, which you probably can't see. And it only goes in one way. That fits right in. And we put our lever down. And that'll hold it in place so it doesn't come up. You wouldn't want that to disconnect while you're playing a game or something. Okay. Let's tuck this cable back that way. There we go. So, I think these are just LEDs. It's another fan. Try and make sure there's nothing else we need to connect. Because I'd hate to put the CPU cooler on and then need to take it off. But I don't see anything. I think this HD audio, yeah. It's connecting to our speakers. So that speaker port might not work. I don't know if I can. If this will plug in here, if it'll work. It doesn't really seem to be connecting. We'll just tug it back for now. And if we figure it out later, I can always connect it later. Alright, so we've got that out of the way. I think our cables look good. Alright. And then this guy will go on our CPU like that. And then there's instructions on how to work the cables. It looks like they go off to the sides, kind of butterfly off to the sides like that. So we need to connect this fan. We got some screws. They got to go down. All right, so we got AMD socket here. Oh, this is gonna be nice. So we've got these little brackets on the side. Right here, you can see that. So we're gonna hook into these little brackets with these little brackets here. They hook on, and that is what's gonna keep our cooler in place. So we need this guy, if you can see it, and this little horseshoe goes like this. We put, get this out of the way real quick. I'll put this together. All right, so we got this. We got two of these little brackets and some spring screws. Make sure I got this in the right orientation here. That goes on like that, and put on a springy screw. There we go. I don't want to get too tight so that we can latch it on. All right, just like that. Okay, so we got that on. So we got that prepared. Get our CPU back here. All right, so what we're gonna do, so we gotta take off this metal bracket here. We won't be using that. Take off our plastic, and then this slides off, just like that. And then you can see on here that gray patch is our thermal paste that's already applied to get us good contact and good heat absorption. So we want to attach this horseshoe. Attach that where the other bracket was. There we go. And then I think we're ready to install this. That's exciting. Because that means we're almost done. Okay. Put our wire, or not wire, these tubes. These are our water tubes. And I think the instructions told me how to put this on wrong. Looks like I may need to go the other direction. Let's see. See if it hooks on there. Yeah, it's not gonna hook in right. Oh, you want to see the cats? We can do that. I'll get Charlotte to bring them in here. Okay. Just turn this bracket the other way. Yeah, I couldn't have cats on during the stream because they'd be really annoying probably. Wouldn't want to get mad at them, you know, for doing something. Alright. See how that hooks on? Yeah, I think that's looking good. Alright, that's gonna hook on right there. Our other one's gonna hook on the other side. I've never installed one of these before, so new experience. Got one side hooked on. Having trouble getting the other side on. There we go. Okay. So I got it centered up there. And let's... There's a screwdriver. Tighten it down. Alright. No turning back here. Alright, this should just tighten it down so you have a good solid connection. Just tighten it down evenly, give some love to both sides. Check, make sure it looks like we're centered up and all on that CPU. Side's tight, and get this side tight. Make sure we're tight on these brackets here. Okay, that's good to go. I don't see anything else that needs to be connected. Guess you can take these stickers off. Don't really need them anymore at this point. Just rip that off. See if I got. Man, that's tough. There we go. All right, get that sticker out of there. Got the tubes outwards before closing. Take that sticker off, don't need it. There you go. See the NZXT brand there. See if we got any other stickers around the case that could be taken off. Oh, we've got a couple. Alright, I think we can flip this down. There we go. Alright, get our cables out of the way. Already got some cat hair in there. Let's see if I can get this cable. Don't like how it's sitting there. There we go. Now we're laying flat. Perfect. Okay. Do not force shut. Alright, we did not force it shut. Made sure everything was out of the way and it closed real easy. Okay. Now I got some screws chilling around here that went in the back. The first two screws we took out. Now, if I could find them, that'd be good. Here we go. Found them. Okay. One and two. All right, those two screws. I'll rotate it around here. Okay, so that's our misfit cable we didn't know what to do with. These cables are good. We just won't have sound for that front port, which is fine. I wouldn't use it anyways. Now there was one screw that needed to be replaced on this from a recall. Let me see, I've got this recall in the case, puts these little plastic screws in there, replaces some of the screws from the riser card, I believe. Yeah, so there's two cards, or two 2 screws there. Those replaces a fire hazard or something for some reason. Let me just go ahead and replace those real quick. So we gotta take off the video card, which it's not part of the other part of the case, so it won't be hard to get it out and replace those screws. Anyone have any questions? Gone through this whole thing. Chat's been pretty quiet since the beginning. Or well, since after the beginning. Beginning, you guys are talking a lot. I couldn't even keep up. Appreciate everyone for watching this whole time. Alright, we got a button right here. Press that and that'll release the card. Card out. And I think we're looking at 2 screws here. One here and one here. And those will be the 2 screws that need to be replaced with plastic screws, according to these instructions. Yep, so looks like we need 2 screws and 2 nuts. And we got all sorts of extra parts here. I have to bag them up. Don't know that I'll use them. Doesn't look like I need any of these. All sorts of screws and metal pieces. Glad this case went together real easy. It's super, super easy. Alright, I think I can get a better angle here if I rotate like this. So these are the screws that hold down the riser card. I'll take them off one at a time. Alright, there's one. Replace it with our plastic screw here. Place it in the hole. And apparently it's called fire hazard or something. People's cases are catching fire. I don't know. I don't really want my case to catch on fire though, so I'm replacing. And just put this nut on the back. I'll tighten down. I don't know if I have something to hold this in place. It's kind of need some pliers. There we go. Some needle nose pliers, that'll probably work to hold this in place. Yeah. It's not tight yet. I don't think. Yeah. Seems pretty tight though. Oh, yeah. It's not moving. So maybe we're good. Okay. I'll just leave it there for now. Oh, gotta remove our screw first. Yeah, I said nuts. Nuts is a funny word. Real mature audience we have here tonight. Oh, lost my screw. So why is nut funny? Oh yeah, I could hear Finkel singing. It's a very nice song. Care to enlighten us why you think nuts was funny there, Lone Shark? Alright. Get our needle nose pliers on the back side here to tighten it up. See if I can get in better position. I don't think that cart's going anywhere. I feel like we're tight. All right. Got those installed now. Get our video card back in there. Back over. That'll make it easier. Back in. Where are our thumb screws? Oh, Hornus is back. Welcome back, Hornus. We'll just wrapping up here pretty soon. I know it looks like we're putting the video card back in. We already did that, but there was a step I forgot from a recall with the case to prevent case fire. The case fire only happened in like 2 people or something that had the case, but I guess it's better to be safe than sorry. So I went ahead and applied the fix that they had. Alright, plug back in our power. It's hard to see the cables from this side. Let's see. Rotate it around and I can see better. Alright, got it in. All locked in. Good to go. I can tuck that away. Okay. That's it. Look at all these extra parts I got. All sorts of extra everything I don't need. But I guess if you have different case or something, then it allows you. It's allows it to work for many different cases. So I guess we just put the sides back on, and I'll end the stream and do all the other boring stuff like installing Windows without you. Okay. I'll stand it back up. Alright, so step by step putting this back together. See, were there any more stickers? I don't see any. I think they might have been on the side panels. So first, let's get back to our focus here. First, we want to put back on these side panels, and then we'll put on our front and back panel. Man, look at that video card right there. How it sits on the side. That is awesome. Okay. Here's our side cage. And it only goes one way. Alright, so I'll go like this. Gas sticker here. You can see. Take it off. Don't need it. Don't need that sticker anymore. Now, these stickers, on the other hand, hurt your FPS. They're not good stickers. So we want to get rid of those. We wouldn't want to drop our frames for no reason. And just slide this back on. Yeah, there are bad stickers. Some stickers increase like the heat. They act as insulators. It make your computer get hotter, and heat will make your computer run slower. But the other stickers that the other companies provide, those are heat absorbing, and they act like heat sinks, So they reduce the amount of heat and up your FPS. It's also complete bullshit. I hope you know that. But I'll let the cat out of the bag that the stickers don't do anything. It's the end of the stream. I don't want anyone to, at home, to start putting stickers all over their computer, try to make it go faster. Alright, here's a side panel, so side panel 2. We'll put that back on. Yeah, I can hear the cats. Hear them making noise out there. Let's see, so this is our back panel. See if I can get it back over here. There we go. So y'all can see. And man, I guess it goes on. I don't know which side it goes on. That went like that. Okay, glass goes on that side. So this goes on the back side here. Rotate that around. There we go. And it just snaps right into place. All cool. Snap, snap. Bam. And then we just got our glass front panel. Alright, take this protective film off. We don't need it. Take our bad stickers off. Get a couple more FPSs. There's one. Yeah, Finkel is singing real loud. I don't know if anyone can hear it on stream, but he is singing his favorite song right now. I guess he's happy. Some sticker residue left over. I'll have to get that off later. Get our caution tempered glass sticker off. Alright, that one's gone. Right, where did this panel, where did it go? I feel like it needs to be installed. I think it goes on this front side, so I think we're good. Yeah. There we go. Popped it on. And take that sticker off. And get our front panel back on. Snap, snap. Snap, snap. There it is. All done. Should be a functioning computer. I hope it works. I hope y'all enjoyed watching me build it. But now, as your reward for watching, let's get the cats and see what they're up to. Let's see. I think I can get them on my phone. Let's see. Here we go. Get that cat cam going. And just a minute. All right, are we going? Doesn't look live. Give me 1 second. There we go. Live look. There we go. Live look. All right, where are the cats? Bring in the cats. There's a Finkel. Come here, Finkel. There's a Finkel. Come here, Finkel. Come here. Here we go. That's what you guys wanted to see. Yeah. Yeah. There he is. There he is. Look at the camera for him. Finkel, look at the camera for him. There you go. Yeah. There you go. Yeah. So there's your reward sticking with it this whole time. As you get some Finkel action. I don't know where R2 is, but if he wants to show up, he can be on camera too. Oh, there's an R2. Oh, there's an R2. R2. Where are you going? Oh, you don't want to be on camera? There we go. Look. There we go. R2, say hi. R2, say hi. Show off your bow tie. Show your bow tie off to everyone. No? Are you being shy? No? Are you being shy? There you go. There you go. Oh, look at him. Oh, look at him. You gonna say hi to the people? You gonna say hi to the people? The people want you to say hi. The people want you to say hi. They love you. Alright, I think that'll do it for tonight. Cats are done with me. Cats are... Alright, so thanks for watching, everyone. Hopefully be able to stream more now that we've got this awesome computer built. And we'll see you next time.